Hey, Nomads! Welcome back to Nomad Know-Hows, your ultimate guide to travel. Today, we're headed to the lively and enchanting city of Guanajuato, Mexico, one of the country's hidden gems. From its rich history, vibrant streets, and unique cultural experiences, this city is a must-visit. Stay tuned because we're uncovering the top things to do in Guanajuato that will make your trip unforgettable. Let's dive in. First on our list is the stunning Basilica of Our Lady of Guanajuato. Built in the 17th century, this church not only grabs attention with its striking yellow and red facade, but it's also home to one of Mexico's most revered religious artifacts, a statue of the Virgin Mary that dates back to the 7th century. Locals say the statue was hidden during the Muslim conquest of Spain and was later brought to Guanajuato as a gift. History buffs will love the backstory, and if you're on the lookout for a picturesque spot for your travel photos, this is it. Up next is one of the most iconic and romantic places in the city, the Callejón del Beso, or Alley of the Kiss. Legend has it that two star-crossed lovers lived on opposite sides of this narrow alley, and their balconies were so close they could sneak kisses. Today, couples flock to the third step of the alley to share a kiss, which is said to guarantee 7 years of happiness. Even if you're solo, this alley is a must-see for its folklore and charming vibe. Plus, it's a perfect stop for your Instagram feed. While you're here, take some time to wander the surrounding streets and admire the colonial and Baroque architecture that defines the city's vibrant character. Guanajuato's architectural influences come from its days as a Spanish mining town, reflected in the brightly colored buildings, intricate ironwork balconies, and winding cobblestone streets. Fun fact, some of these narrow alleys were designed to optimize shade, keeping the streets cool in the summer heat. Every corner of the city tells a story, so be sure to explore and soak in the rich history and design of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, let's get a little eerie with Guanajuato's famous Museo de las Momias, or Mummy Museum. Unlike any other museum, this one showcases naturally mummified bodies, some over 150 years old. The mummies were accidentally discovered when local authorities dug up the cemetery to make room for new burials. Due to Guanajuato's unique dry climate, the bodies were perfectly preserved. It's a haunting yet fascinating stop, and if you're into quirky, offbeat attractions, you won't want to miss this. After exploring the mysterious, you'll want to relax at the heart of Guanajuato's Jardín de la Unión. This is the city's main square, and it's been the social hub for centuries. Surrounded by 19th century architecture, the square is framed by manicured trees and packed with lively cafes, restaurants, mariachi bands, and locals dressed in Renaissance garb. Pro tip, grab a seat in the late afternoon for the best people watching or enjoy an evening stroll as the square lights up. It's the perfect spot to unwind and soak in the local atmosphere. Here's a fun fact. Guanajuato isn't just known for its colorful streets. It also has an intricate network of underground tunnels. Originally built in the 1800s to prevent the city from flooding, The tunnels now serve as roadways beneath the city. If you're feeling adventurous, you can walk through some of the pedestrian-friendly sections or even drive through them. Exploring these tunnels offers a one-of-a-kind experience, blending history with modern-day use. It's like stepping into a secret underworld. Now, let's talk food. You can't visit Guanajuato without stopping at the Hidalgo Market, or in Spanish, Mercado Hidalgo. This market is housed in an impressive structure that was originally designed to be a train station. It's the perfect place to experience authentic Mexican street food. Try the local specialty enchiladas mineras, which were originally made for miners working in the nearby silver mines. The market also offers fresh produce, handmade crafts, traditional snacks, and you can even buy cooked meats by the kilo. Here's a tip. Arrive at Hidalgo Market in the late morning to beat the crowd, but still catch the market at its liveliest. Be sure to grab some freshly cooked meats and stop by a tortilla shop for tortillas, beans, and rice. Then, head over to one of my favorite plazas, Plaza de San Fernando, for a laid-back picnic, where you can enjoy the views of Guanajuato's colorful houses and the Monument of Pípila in the distance. It's the perfect way to relax and soak in the city's vibrant atmosphere. Feeling like a day trip, head over to the charming town of San Miguel de Allende, about 1.5 hours from Guanajuato via local scenic bus route. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is famous for its cobblestone streets, colonial-era buildings, and the stunning Parroquia de San Miguel Arcángel, a neo-Gothic church that towers over the main square. San Miguel is also known for its vibrant art scene, boutique shops, and delicious food. You can spend the day strolling through the picturesque streets, visiting local galleries, and grabbing lunch at one of the town's many trendy cafes. Trust me, San Miguel is worth every minute of the trip. Here's a tip. If you're staying in Guanajuato city center, take a taxi or Uber to the Terminal Central de Autobuses de Guanajuato. From there, take either the Primera Plus or ETN bus San Miguel. It is worth noting that the ETN bus has the front row seating on their double-decker buses for the view. So sit back, relax, and take in the scenic ride and enjoy. Guanajuato City is bursting with festivals and activities year-round. From adrenaline-pumping events like the Red Bull Cerro Abajo downhill race to the vibrant celebrations of Mexican Independence Day, there's always something exciting happening. But if you visit in October, you're in for a special treat, as it's the International Cervantino Festival. This world-renowned festival celebrates arts and culture with everything from live music and theater to art exhibitions and street performances. Named after Miguel de Cervantes, the author of Don Quixote, the festival brings artists from all over the world. Even if you don't speak Spanish, the incredible energy and diverse performances make it an unforgettable experience. History buffs, this one's for you. Alhóndiga de Granaditas is an absolute must-visit. Originally built as a grain storage facility, this iconic site played a pivotal role in Mexico's War of Independence when insurgents famously seized it in 1810. Today, it stands as a museum, housing artifacts and exhibits that showcase the rich history of Guanajuato and the fight for Mexican independence. As you explore its halls, you'll feel the powerful stories of courage and rebellion come to life. And here's another cool fact. Just a short walk to the Hidalgo Market, you can journey through over 100 years of history. Built in 1910, the market's architecture reflects Mexico's centennial of independence, making it the perfect blend of culture, history, and local flavors in one stop. Our next stop is the University of Guanajuato, one of the most visually striking landmarks in the city. Founded in 1732, the university's main building is an architectural masterpiece with its grand staircase and neoclassical design. This university has been the heart of education and culture in Guanajuato for centuries. Whether you're exploring its historic halls or just snapping photos from the outside, this is a place that offers a glimpse into the city's intellectual and artistic soul. Next up, don't miss the magnificent Teatro Juárez. Built in the late 19th century, this architectural masterpiece combines neoclassical, Moorish, and Art Nouveau styles that will leave you in awe. The theater is a cultural hub, hosting performances ranging from classical music and ballet to modern plays. Even if you're not a theater buff, catching a live show here is an unforgettable experience. The theater's interior is just as breathtaking as its exterior, with ornate columns, stained glass windows, and velvet seating. Pro tip, arrive about 30 to 45 minutes early, as the line forms quickly. This also gives you time to snap some photos and fully soak in the grand atmosphere before the show begins. Whether you're there for the arts or simply to admire the stunning architecture, the experience is sure to be memorable. Last but certainly not least, make your way to the Mirador de Pípila for the best sunset views in Guanajuato. The monument honors Juan José de los Reyes Martínez Amaro, aka El, a local hero of the Mexican War of Independence. The panoramic view from the top is simply breathtaking, especially at sunset when the city glows in shades of gold. You can hike up if you're feeling adventurous or take the funicular for a quicker trip. Either way, your camera will thank you. All right, Nomads, that wraps up our guide on the top things to do in Guanajuato. From rich history to breathtaking views, this city has something for every traveler. Have you been to Guanajuato? Drop your favorite spot in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an adventure with Nomad Know-Hows. Until next time, keep exploring.